Welcome, you sexy chicken people. I am David Hooper from Our Chicken 101, and today I'm going to teach you how to draw John Rambo. Okay, so yeah, if you read the title correctly or understand my deep and intense voice in the intro, then you'll probably already know that we're going to draw Rambo. It's a portrait. We're not going to do any action related stuff, which is kind of weird because I just did a whole action oriented intro, so yeah. And guys, this is not a real gun. This is a BB gun, and it's not loaded. I got this at a yard sale a few years back. So guys, it's not really a real gun. It's a BB gun, and it's not loaded. So yeah, just get that out of the way so I don't get sued like that having happened many times before in the past. Okay, whatever. That's that, and okay. Now, I'm going to use Bing this time because Bing is actually much more better and efficient than Google. So, this is why I'm going with this. Okay, so now I'm going to give you a basic sketch and a basic sketch on Rambo's face. Now, this is going to be a younger version of Rambo, so do not you can compare it to the modern Rambo you see today, but there might be some difference because they're like different ages. So what I would do is make a bumpy hillside for the lips. Now note that you might want to place it a little bit lower. Now what I would do is make the lips as a bumpy hillside. We're making the inner facial features first before we tackle the outer perimeter of the face. So right here, think of this as a little arced boomerang. It's going to be a double arced boomerang, kind of like a batarang, So picture this as a batarang, and on the bottom here, there's going to be a big swollen lip looking kind of bump right here. So yeah, that's basically Rambo's lips. Now what we're going to do now, just with speaking of batarangs, his lip hair is going to be the shape and form of an actual batarang. It actually looks like a batarang now that I'm looking at it. So yeah, this is going to be like a batarang type of shape, and I'll try to do my best describing each shape as I can, but there will be some roads that'll come along where I cannot explain that shape because whether it doesn't exist. Now that's going to be a bangarang. If you can't see it, I'm sorry, but you should get a faint image what it looks like, but we'll tackle that later. Now onto the nose. Now some people are little, might have some trouble on the nose. Well, what I would do for a beginning nose was make a little round emerald shape nose like that, and then with this line you'll go up forward with it. Now of course, erase this line. This is going to be a sketch line. Now I can make noses pretty good, but I'm just demonstrating for you guys, the beginners, in case you'll run along some hardships with the nose and stuff like that. Now of course I'm making the nose holes, the nostrils. Don't draw any boogers there, okay guys? Unless you want to be really gross. Go ahead, but I recommend you don't. Of course, make the right nostril, which is going to be a much more thinner and smaller nostril. Okay. Okay, now right here, finishing up on the nose, you're going to make some little, these are going to be the shape for Rambo's eyes. Place them a little bit higher, and also make your nose a little bit longer. So this is going to be the main shape for Rambo's eyes. So keep that in mind, keep that shape in mind. Don't worry, we won't leave it like that. Do the same thing for Rambo's left eye as well. Okay, now let's go ahead and make the outer region perimeter of the face. Now guys, I know this doesn't look as, look like much now, but when we further progress into the drawing, into the video, you'll see that it'll come together perfectly. Not perfectly, but it'll come together and get the likeness very good. So right now I'm drawing the chin, which Rambo, or Sylvester Stallone, which is the actor, he has a very, bulky chin. He has a very, very rough and tough, bulky facial features around the cheek area, the chin area. So keep that in mind as well. And he has a bit of an overshave, which we'll try to interpret right now. Now for the overshave, what I would recommend doing a little bit of dots, or make like a little brass field around the chin. Now what I mean by that was like, you know what barbed wire looks like? Kind of like that. Like barbed wire. Now, of course, you don't want to, make it too dark. You want to make it lightly, light, because it's just an overshave. It's not, so don't make it dark. Keep that in mind. Do not make Rambo's beard dark. And for any of you wondering, yes, I am 14 years old. I've been drawing since I was born, practically. I didn't have any, lessons. Now that might be a little bit, that it might not be true. It's true though, believe me, I wouldn't lie to you guys. Okay, now what I'm doing here, picture this right here as a guy, like, opening his arms out to you for a little big hug. Yeah, basically just like that. Okay. Now, of course, you know what to do. Just make it around this area right here. Okay, guys. Now, what I would recommend doing is making the chin a little bit lower and a little bit bigger. Right there. Now you'll see me erase a lot, you know, but that's completely normal if you're so, you know, familiar with my videos, that I do erase a lot. But that's really normal. Every good artist erases, guys, okay? So don't get discouraged if you erase a lot, you know, that's normal, okay? So don't worry. Eventually you'll get more skilled, you know, to not, you know, erase, but I erase a lot. So don't worry. Okay, now right here, what I'm going to do with the lips, right here, I'm going to draw some, you know, stress lines. You know, you want to capture, you know, a great amount of detail. Into each drawing. That's just me. You know, you don't have to do it, like, perfectly. Now what I'm doing is adding some shading in the lips, right in this area. Okay, now I'm doing some upper shading in the upper part of the lips. Okay, and so now this is going to be a black and white sketch, of course, because I don't color my portraits, okay, guys? And, you know, that's what you want. You don't want to color any portraits, okay? The only color that you need to use is black and white. That's pretty much it, and I'm serious about that. Okay. Now what I would do is color the rest of the lips with a little index finger. I use my index finger to lightly shade this area. Now this is a technique that you'll see me use a lot in my videos. Almost in all of my videos. Sorry. Now, right here, it's going to be, you know, positioned differently, so just ignore this area right here. Now, of course, once you got, we're doing a little mustache right here, but not a light mustache, okay? Now, once you got the boomerang shape, the batarang shape down, then go ahead and erase the outlining of the batarang shape. Now we're getting into the beard right here. Now, right here, there's going to be like a little line that I'm making right now. That's, you know, going to be, you know, connected to his lips a little bit. Not connected, but you know what I mean. His upper lips. Okay. Okay, now we're kind of getting a little bit into the chin area right here, as you can see. Now right here, this is going to be a little bit part of his cheeks right here. As you can see right there. Make another line that's, you know, around the little mustache that we just made here. Now right here, there's a little bit of bumps right here, but you want to make them lightly. I'll give you a little close-up right here. Want to make them lightly, some light bumps right here along this area. Okay. Now I'm gonna go ahead and, you know, improve my nose a little bit. Okay. Now add some pencil shading around the nose right here. This video might have to be separated in parts, but hopefully we can get to, you know, down to everything, so it doesn't have to be like that way. So yeah. Okay. Now, as we're shading, we're really, you know, adding some much more detail to the picture. And right here, as you can see, there's like a little rounded out pyramid right here. Connect this, add some pencil shading to connect that line to that. Now what I'm doing right here, I'm, you know, dabbing my eraser and erasing some lines, because these two lines need to be really light. So sorry about that. Make the nose a little bit wider, not too much wider. The shading. Now of course I'm gonna go ahead and just erase the eyes that I have, and I'm gonna position them up a little bit more. For right now, we're gonna focus on the cheeks, on the cheeky cheeks. Actually, I'm gonna go down here and add some more detail to this spot right here. You know, add another thing that I forgot to, you know, add. You know, make a few stray hairs in the bottom of the chin. Now, what I would do is take my index finger, you know, and shade it, because it's really like, you know, that around that area is very dark. Okay, sorry if I'm a little bit silent here. Forgive me of that. Okay, now right here, as we're going along, you're going to want to make your aftershave a little bit lighter. Around here is supposed to be dark, but around this area is supposed to be much lighter. As you can see right now. Now what I'm doing with the hairs, what you want to basically do is make them like that, like this, like I'm doing right now, a little bit close up right here. You know how they're like a little bit overlapped with each other? And hair is always, hair is always like, moving, the wind's always moving the hair. So you want to, capture that. So hair is not always going to stay at the same position. So yeah. And note that they're little too, so make just little hairs as I'm demonstrating here. As so. Okay. Again, I'm going to erase my eye right here because it needs to be positioned much differently, in a different location. Okay. Now right here, what I'm doing right here is making a very warped triangular shape. It's very like warped, it's going right over right here. Over in this area. Now what I'm doing right here in this area, I'm combining my shading technique, my finger shading technique with pencil shading. So that's what I'm doing right here. Now right here in this area is light and this area is dark. So again, keep that in mind. Okay. Okay, now right here, I'm going to position the eyes. I'm going to position the left eye. We're going to go ahead and focus on the left eye. So it's just a basic shape right here. A very basic shape. The eyes are very, basic shape for, Rambo's eyes. Now right here, what I'm doing is making a little black line that's overlapping over here. This is going to be his little eyelashes. And make some little short and tiny eyelash hairs. Now of course you want to make some more eyelashes. Okay, and right here now I'm making the pupils. Which is just going to be a little, around the eyes. And right here is going to be the pupil itself. Now, draw some little tiny circles. Then color in the eye. Now color in around the eye. As so. Now Rambo's eyes aren't really supposed to be, this pretty, so, add some, grittier look to it, Okay. Okay. Now right here I'm making the eyebrow. Okay. As I was saying, I was adding the eyebrow. Sorry, I kind of got a little bit distracted. Now right here, I'm just making my eyes a little bit smaller. Okay. Now right here, there's like a little eye lap right here, or a little, skin stretch. Now right here, there's going to be like a little bit of shadowing right here. A little big section of shadowing, and then over top it's going to be like that. Okay. Now guys, if you were looking for a very, short, short video on how to draw this, on how to draw Rambo, then I'm sorry, this is not the video for you. If you were looking for that particular video, this isn't the video for you. Sorry. I'm just doing this really long video so you can get the full learning experience. Okay. Okay, now of course, doing what I just showed you, for the beard and the overshave right here, you want to make the hairs very, realistic and, moving. Like they're actually moving on the paper, but it's, you want to keep it very lifelike. That's what I'm trying to get at. Okay. Now right here, I'm going to go back to the lips and try to make them a little bit bigger. You'll see me go back and forth a lot, so please bear with me here. Okay, now make sure you don't lose that, that lip, that darkness of the lip. Okay, you want to keep that right there. You want to still keep that, of course. Now right here is another little warped triangle right here. Okay, looking like Sylvester Stallone. Now it might not look like Rambo, but that's because we haven't get to the curly hair and the bandana yet. So yeah, we'll get to that momentarily. But for now, we're just going to focus on the face itself, and I'm going to have to split this up into parts. So yeah. Now right here, I'm making some little pores right here, as you can see, which you want to, add that extra detail in. So yeah, even though this part's shaded, you still want to add some more, depth to it. Some more detailing into it. As I'm doing right now. Okay, now on to the other eye, which just to do the same thing for the other eye. Basically the same thing. Yeah, it's practically just like the same thing. So guys, do you like Rambo? Post a comment below on. I really want to see, hear your opinion. Now, of course, you want to make a big pupil, as so, like so, not as so. That doesn't make any sense. Now what I'm doing for this eye right here is making, little lines, because there's like little veins in your pupils. this adds more realistic detail to it. Now, I have never watched the Rambo movies, but I really want to because they look really cool and really, you know, BA. Okay. Now, of course, make the eyebrow, which is a much bigger form, which is a much bigger eyebrow. Okay. Now right here he has some scars, so we're going to go ahead and make these scars right now. You know, basically just like that. Those are going to be the shape of the scars right here. Now, of course, make some outlining around the scars because this area is swelled up. Of course, I'm adding more pores and dimples. Okay. Now, of course, there's another little scar right here. And right here, this is a very big, you know, bulky point of his head. And make sure there's going to be like a little corner. Make sure that the corner right here, you know, matches up with the eyebrow. Now we're getting into the bandana and hair territory, which really will make Rambo look like Rambo. Now, of course, I'm not really done right here. I'm still gonna go ahead and add some more pores, some more hairs here and there, lightly coloring the skin with my shading technique. Okay, now for the hair, which is very curly. So match the, it's very curly, like I said. So his hair is really curly, guys. So you don't have to go like with the basic like movements. Like I said, movements of the hair. Like I said, hair moves all the time by the wind. So really, it's not going to be always in the same place. So yeah. Okay. Now right here, there's going to be light pieces of hair dangling from the bandana, but this is a very dark territory right here. Okay. So basically just like that. So basically just like this, guys. Now of course the hair's running to the sides. Some curly locks of hair on that side. Okay. Now right here there's some hair raising up like a bang, almost like a rising tide, but in this case it's a rising tide of hair. Okay. Sorry guys, if this is like really silent, I do apologize for that. But if you have a really good grip and understanding on the hair, then you can continue on. You can go ahead and skip this part. But if you're still a little bit iffy, then continue watching the video. Now right here, there's going to be some big portion of the hair. Of course, it's as curly as over here in this area right here. Sorry guys, I'm sharpening my pencil. Okay, that's a nice sharp point right there, and let's continue. Okay. So yeah guys, basically the hair is really curly along this area. Now I noticed that Rambo is a little bit chubby cheeked, so I'm going to fix that right away. I think I even made him more chubby cheeked. Sorry about that guys. Okay. Now these, blocks continue to the bottom of the paper, like so. Okay. Hopefully I'll get this done. The reason why I'm stressing out, guys, is because I only have my recording session only lasts up to 1 hour, so, and it's like almost 15 minutes. So, and we're almost done, and I'm trying to finish as much as I can. But I'm not gonna rush. You can't rush art, of course. Cannot rush art. Remember that, folks. Now right here I'm adding some dark shading, really dark shading for the bandana here. Okay. Now right here, the little band right here that's connected to the bandana, we're making the rest of the bandana. You know, this is going to be like the stretch marks. So follow the, you know, the shapes that I do for the bandana. Stretch marks. I call them stretch marks. And of course, color the bandana. Okay, so I think we're about done here. Of course, I'll do a little recap. I'm still doing a little bit of touch up here. So yeah, guys, remember, you know, like I said, you want to do like, you know, real hair, you know, realistic hair, like I'm doing right here. You know, and like I said, hair moves all the time, guys, so don't worry about that. You know, so make little roundish football shapes for the eyes, for the nose, make a circle at the bottom, make a elongated line up top, connecting the two. You know, make some pencil shading around the perimeter to connect the two eyes. You know, make the lips very big and bulky, and then you want to do the same thing for the, you know, the facial features as well. And of course, you know, keep the hair very curly. You know, also keep the, you know, bandana as, you know, detailed as possible. Okay, and right here, as you can see, I'm making some little finishing touch-ups on the neck, but that's about it. Okay, guys, almost done, almost done, almost done, boom, 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 almost done. Almost done. I just messed up on my song, not my drawing. Sorry if you got that mixed up. So yeah, and also draw a little bit of pores, you know, around the forehead, like I'm doing right now. Pores are just like basically this shape. That's what I would make for the pores right here. Okay. Okay. Now, recap. So this is basically what the Rambo portrait should look like. Let me back up my camera. Give you guys a good close-up on that. So yeah, guys, that's basically what you want to do for the Rambo portrait. Now, of course, rate, comment, and subscribe if you want similar videos just like this. More will be on the way. And I will see you next time, guys. And this is Art Chicken 101 signing off once again. See ya, you sexy chicken people.